After a 2-year hiatus, I'm back, making the game dev blogs. With so many new updates and me data dumping a lot of knowledge, I thought it'd be fun to start at the beginning with Unity Learn. Something that was never around when I first started learning. At that time it was all, books. Ugh. And of course Brackeys, and he doesn't really do that anymore. And now you got YouTube videos coming out with the GDD, a cool color theme that breaks the code editor. Totally worth not having IntelliSense when you're looking at Neon Dreams. Unity Learn has some cool pathways, so I thought I would start with 3 at the same time. Creative Core, Animation, and Programming. Let's start with Creative Core. It deals with VFX, lighting, animation, audio, UI, etc. I started with materials and how they affect the look of the game objects. Options like Specular can create mirror-like surfaces if you can see the light source and its reflection. It's specular. Messing around with these settings allows you to create realistic surfaces like a golden apple, because why not? Then I made a glass jar by changing its surface type to transparent, the render face to both, and the base map to alpha. To around half, I increased the smoothness and metallic settings even though it's not a metal. This gives the effect that it looks like it's reflecting light as glass would. Now let's work on the stick and the glass. I made a material and simply named it leaf. While selecting all the leaves on the stick in the hierarchy, I only need to drag one material on once. Now all the leaves will change when I manipulate this one material. I think I said one enough there. I set the render face to both and added a plant albedo texture. Up next, let's look at animation. This is controlled by state machines. Here I set the rotation on the door to animate at -90 degrees on the y-axis when the player walks within the box trigger, which is a child of the door game object. But that's a little boring. Let's make some people dance at the press of a button, complete with stage and backup dancers. This was done by setting the animation type to humanoid under the rig settings. Animation for humanoids can be shared as long as they have the same human type rig set up. That means we can take this one dance animation and use it on the whole crew. Even ones from the asset store will work. By making transitions from any state in the animator with an exit, we can loop these animations over and over again, as long as the condition is set and the animation itself is set to loop. The code is pretty simple, just setting the condition to trigger as input from the keyboard. Up next is an infinite runner type game. You jump over obstacles till you drop. The backdrop is 2 of the same images put together but looks seamless, due to the fact its X position is exactly halfway from its starting position. It jumps back to its starting location. The character isn't actually moving, it's a static running animation. However, the objects that spawn move to the left and trigger a death animation by comparing its tag. If it's an obstacle, an explosion animation plays. The bool for is game over is set to true, and you drop like a rock. No more lives, no more continues, one more quarter please.